Well, excuse me while I actually take my time to actually count those dollar bills because I'm about to buy something new for myself. Now, before I get started and start to talk about how much money you can make yourself, well, the whole point of this whole lecture here is to talk about how you can become one of those 1% and what it is required for you to become one of them. And I have been asked this specific question. Why? Why don't more people become like the 1%? And how come the 1% don't go ahead and teach other people how to be just like them, specifically billionaires? Well, in reality, some of them do. Some of them do teach people how to be just like them. But unfortunately, it's a way for them to make additional money and not for them to teach you how to be rich. Why is that? Well, let's get into the basics of it. Well, somebody who was really rich, or somebody who is really rich, Trump. What he did, he created the Trump University. In the Trump University itself, it was actually one of those ways how to get rich quick scheme. In other words, you pay like $20,000 to $30,000 to take those classes that teach you how to flip real estate. Well, you could learn the same exact thing, just getting and starting real estate by starting real estate classes. Probably cost less than $1,000 to get the real estate license. So it doesn't require you much to become just like him. But he slapped his brand right on this. One of the ways which people become rich, they get brands, they get sponsors, things like that. They have multiple ways of streams of income. In fact, Trump, I think, has over 100 different streams of income. And about 7 of those, I think, declared bankruptcy. So those were the failed businesses, and he has might be like 70 or 80, maybe to 100 now, are making him money. This is why some billionaires are rich. They have multiple streams of income. Very few of them have 1 or 2 streams of income. Those are people who got really rich from stocks and very rich because they created their own company. That's a different matter here. It's not very easy to get that way. So if you want to become like the 1%, there is a few things you have to do in order for you to be successful. This is studying some people who are very smart, and I studied a bunch of them to figure it out what got them to be the 1%. And it is the following. 1, you inherit the money. Obviously, the easiest answer to that. You win the lotto is another one. Those are the quick ways that they made money, or easy ways, in other words. But a lot of them worked their way hard to get where they got. The people who worked their way hard, this is you. This is your chance to make big money as well. So how do you do it? Is the big question. The big question is you have to be good. And not good, you have to be excellent at what exactly you do. So you have to figure out what you're very good at right now, and you have to put 100%, 1000%, as much as you can. You have to study all your competition, and you have to be better than every single one of them, or at least try to be. This is how Michael Jordan became an expert at what he is doing. And like Bruce actually said, feel the man who actually can practice same kick 1,000 times than to feel somebody who tried 1,000 different moves. In other words, if you're very good at something and you keep on studying and you become better and better at what you're doing, this is talking about specialists, doctors, people who are very good at what they're doing, businessmen. Everyone is doing the same exact track to success. And note, they all did the same thing. Study what you're doing. Get better than everyone else. Learn as much as you can about the same exact topic. People will recognize you in the field. You'll become an expert. People want to know more what you're doing. Or, of course, you will start your own business. Your business is the best. You get to the top. You're selling on eBay. You're selling on Etsy. Whatever you're doing, regardless of what you're doing, you're even being a YouTuber, doesn't matter what you do. If you're so good at what you're doing, you're the best. People come to you. And this is how you get all the way at the top. You're the pack leader now. To get to the pack leader, you have to start from somewhere, but you get to have people who believe in you. And ultimately, it have to be you. You have to believe in yourself, above all, because nobody is going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself, period. So that's done and said. Also, by studying from people who are so successful, you learn that they all did the same thing. They all kept on trying. But the biggest thing is, A, they believe what they're doing. 2, they know it's going to be successful. And you don't take dumb ideas and you try to make something out of them. You know what ideas you should let go and what ideas you should go for. Like Apple, Steve Jobs, he knew he had something good with that operating system, and he kept on perfecting it. He kept on finding a team of people who are just like him, who are just as smart, who can do the same thing as he did. And he took them on board to the company he created, which was Apple. And even at the hardest times, when Apple was about to go bankrupt, it was him who steered the ship, and they called him back because the whole company, the new CEO, totally messed up. He was about to totally mess the whole brand out. Steve Jobs not only saved the company, he saved the brand. He saved it because he believed in the company. And above all, he found a way to do something and do it great, do it better than everybody else. And this is the key to be the 1%. And to become a billionaire, you have to be better than a millionaire. You have to be smarter than a millionaire. But a lot of you are not even at this level. It doesn't matter. Million for me is good enough. And it could be probably good enough for you. Once you get to your first million, the next 2 million, the next 10 million is much more easier. Because now you know how to get there. And the biggest thing that you have to do is to do something well and do it so good. And by doing something so well and so good, it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of learning. It takes mastering a skill over and over again until you're so good at it that nobody can question you. And it makes beating all your competitors. So those are very important qualities that will take you to the next level. And anyone else who tells you otherwise, they're just, laughing. And anyone who says the quickest way to make money is just to go ahead, take those get rich, get quick schemes. There is no easy money out there. The easiest money for you to get is the money you can earn right now by taking the steps to do what it takes to be the 1%, or at least to try.